A day in the life of a personal chef. This personal chef has clients, but the clients don't choose what they eat. It's the chef who decides. Yeah, so this was Sunday yesterday. Today is 29th, so that was Sunday. 28th, I decided to stay home, did not move a muscle other than just being in the kitchen. And the kitchen is relaxing for me. Can you imagine that? Anyway, so today I was feeling, today being Sunday, I was feeling, well, this day as I was cooking, my goodness, I was feeling jollof rice. Jollof rice, I was feeling West African, I was feeling, I want to try the West African way of doing things. Okay, so I even had hibiscus and pineapple, that juice that they normally make, adobo. I was really craving that juice, so I decided to make it. I had some hibiscus, I added pineapple skins there, some ginger, and then I brought it to a boil, as you can see on the side there. And then I blended my juice, which I think I've already shown in the past. And then I just kept it in the jug as I waited for my concoction of hibiscus to boil. On the other pan there, I have put some meat in with salt, curry powder, and Royco cubes boiling on that other side. So when the concoction was ready, I removed it, put onion in a big pan, and then I have my red pepper, tomatoes, garlic, onion, which I needed to blend to make the jollof mixture. I didn't have tomato paste, unfortunately, so I just decided I'll add like 2 extra tomatoes so that I can add the tomato-iness of the dish. And it's just okay. I've never done it. I've never done jollof rice before. This was the first time, and I just looked it up on YouTube, and I looked at a few recipes, and then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try it. So here I am trying it. It's just basically a tomato based rice with chili. I didn't do a lot of spices because the only thing I could get my hands on was curry powder, and that's what I added. I didn't put a lot of chili. I only put a little chili in the meat while it was boiling, because I want to reintroduce chili back into my food, because now I know my children have grown up. They can handle a little bit of a heat, so I'm gonna be putting it just a little bit and without them noticing. Hopefully by the time they notice, they would have already adjusted. Yeah, so I put my red tomato mixture into the pan where the onions were frying, the blended mixture, just so that it can reduce. Yeah, and with the reducing, the color sort of intensifies as you continue. And then I added some curry powder, and then I put in some salt. And then on the other pan, when the meat had already boiled, I removed it, put some oil, and then let the oil come to, like, heat up, and then put in the meat there, as I'm doing. Just the meat without the stock from the meat, yeah, just to fry. I just saw it. Remember, I'm following a YouTube recipe. I just saw it and I'm just repeating. So frying the meat in some little oil as my tomato based soup is reducing. I had some rice that I was gifted. I don't know the rice it is, but it's a starchy rice. Like it's it's not slim, it's fat. Like the grains are fat. That's what I can say. Yeah, it's a fat grain. Yeah, it's not pishori, it's not basmati. It's not biryani. It's a stodgy kind of starchy rice. And that's what I decided I'll use for the jollof rice there. So after I noticed that it had reduced, I'd already washed my rice. Then I added it to the mixture, and then the next thing that I needed to add was the meat, which I did. I added the meat with the oil, everything, the oil that I'd used to fry it in, and then I added the stock, used some hot water there just to get everything out of the pan and the plate, to ensure that everything is there. Then I added a bit more water just to cover the rice so that it cooks well. So with that, covered it. Oh yeah, tested for salt. Then I added some more. Then I covered the pan for it to reduce, and it kept reducing until it was now ready to put on low heat. I didn't have foil, I didn't have anything, I just covered. Yeah, so as it was cooking, I went back into my adobo. That is the pineapple juice, the pineapple that I had already strained. And then now, I did that, removed everything. I strained the hibiscus mixture there, and then added to my pineapple. And then I just let that to there on the side for it to just drip. And then I added some more water in there, water, and then mixed it. Remember, I'd already put sugar. I'd already put sugar, so it was enough. I didn't need to add, and that was my test. And then that was my son's thumbs up. Yeah, and that was it. The adobo was ready, and then now I had to go back and check on my rice. I don't know if the camera will show the redness because it was a bit red. It wasn't very red because I didn't have tomato paste, but it was red. It's red. The rice is red. Yeah, I hope the color shows well. If it doesn't, just trust me. Okay. Yes, and then since I was feeling like we needed to have some dessert, so these cinnamon rolls, I was supposed to have made them for breakfast, but who woke up early? Nobody. That Sunday, on Sunday we just slept. We watched what we needed, do the service online. Okay, my service people, we were online in bed. Yes. So I knew that I wanted to have some cinnamon rolls, and I had already promised the children, so I said I'll just do them, and then we'll have them when we'll have them. Okay, it's a relaxing Sunday. So that's the dough there. I'd already prepared it, and then put margarine, sugar, and then cinnamon on top. And then I had some caramel that I had made that the children had used to put in their popcorn. So I said, you know what, let's do caramel at the bottom of the pan with the cinnamon rolls, since we have it. So that's what we did. You see me there putting my caramel sauce at the bottom, and then I had some nuts, which I thought would also be an extra something to indulge in. And then I added some nuts that I had there. And then, look at those nuts. And then I put in the cinnamon rolls, cut them into size. They came out, I think, 12. This mixture actually gives you 12 cinnamon rolls, not very big, medium sized. Yeah, and at first I thought my tin won't fit, but then when I squeezed them, it actually fit. It was good enough. So after that, we just put them away to proof for like an hour. And as they were proofing, we were we were eating the jollof. See how it came out? Jollof. I hope it shows the redness. Yeah, so I served for myself and for my daughter, and then I sent my son to finish up the cinnamon roll because I had already eaten and I was seated and I was not getting up. Okay, so I sent him to pour the cream in there and then put them in the oven, and when they're baked, he got them out and then he served us, and that was our Sunday 28th. Bye bye.